Welcome to Podcast for Everyday Life. I'm Anna, your host for this journey into the fascinating intersection of love and technology in the modern world. Whether you're settling in for a peaceful night of rest or just looking for something calming and engaging to entertain your thoughts, tonight's episode will guide you through one of the most intriguing dynamics of our time: love in the 4.0 era, where technology connects hearts. Love has always been an elusive, magical force in our lives. From ancient times to the present day, the way we search for connection has continuously evolved. But today, love looks different than ever before, shaped by the technology we use every day. This podcast will take you on a reflective journey, exploring how love has transformed in the digital age, how technology influences the way we search for relationships, and what it all means for you. As we begin, I invite you to relax, take a deep breath, and let your mind open to the possibilities of love in the 4.0 era. In the past, love was often something that grew naturally from face-to-face interactions. You might meet someone at a cafe, in school, or at a social event, and from there, a connection would slowly blossom. But today, technology has shifted the landscape of love in ways that previous generations could never have imagined. The concept of love in the 4.0 era refers to a time where technology seamlessly weaves into our relationships. We live in a world where our phones, tablets, and computers play a central role in how we meet people, communicate with them, and even fall in love. Dating apps, social media, video chats, these have become tools not just for communication but for connection. Love, once bound by physical proximity, now stretches across continents, oceans, and time zones, fueled by the very technology that powers our daily lives. Think about it for a moment. How many people do you know who have met their partner through an app, a social network, or even a virtual game? It's becoming more and more common to hear stories of couples who first connected online, sometimes without ever meeting in person until much later. What once seemed like a distant possibility is now the norm for millions of people worldwide. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on this. What does this shift in how we meet people mean for us? It's both exciting and complex, offering endless opportunities but also bringing new challenges. The way we approach love has changed, but the essence of it, the longing for connection, understanding, and intimacy, remains the same. And that's the beauty of love in the 4.0 era. It's a blend of old emotions and new technology, where human connection continues to be the driving force. But how did we get here? How did technology come to play such a central role in our love lives? It wasn't that long ago that the idea of meeting someone online seemed unusual, even risky. In the early days of the internet, chat rooms and forums were among the first spaces where people could connect with others across vast distances. People began to form friendships and relationships with those they'd never met in person, drawn together by shared interests and a sense of curiosity. As technology advanced, so did the ways we could interact. Social media platforms like MySpace, Facebook, and Instagram brought people even closer together, allowing us to share our lives, thoughts, and feelings with a global audience. Suddenly, love wasn't confined to your town or your social circle. It could be found anywhere in the world. The rise of dating apps in the 2010s marked a major turning point in the way we search for love. Apps like Tinder, Bumble, and OkCupid became household names, offering a new way to meet people with just a swipe or a tap. These apps were designed to make the process of dating more efficient, allowing users to connect with potential partners based on shared interests, location, and appearance. With each new app and platform, the possibilities for love expanded. Today, there are dating apps for every niche and preference, from those seeking casual flings to those looking for lifelong partners. Technology has made it easier than ever to find someone who shares your values, interests, and dreams, no matter where they are in the world. You are listening to Podcast for Everyday Life. I'm Anna. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe to me, and continue joining us on this journey through love in the digital age. Let's talk about some of the most popular dating apps today and how they've shaped the way we approach relationships. Tinder, for instance, revolutionized the concept of online dating with its swipe right feature. It brought a sense of simplicity and immediacy to the process, allowing people to quickly browse through potential matches and make decisions based on their first impressions. For many, Tinder has become a gateway to new experiences, friendships, and sometimes even lasting love. Bumble, on the other hand, offers a slightly different approach. With Bumble, women are empowered to make the first move, flipping the traditional dating script and encouraging a more balanced dynamic. This has resonated with a lot of people, particularly those looking for a dating app that aligns with their values of equality and respect. Then there's Hinge, which brands itself as the app designed to be deleted. Hinge focuses on creating meaningful connections by encouraging users to engage in more thoughtful conversations. The app's design emphasizes quality over quantity, encouraging users to really get to know each other before moving forward. And let's not forget about niche apps like Her for LGBTQ individuals, Coffee Meets Bagel for those seeking more curated matches, and even platforms like Bumble BFF and Meetup, which focus on building friendships rather than romantic relationships. No matter what you're looking for, there's an app for you. But with all these options comes a certain paradox: the more choices we have, the harder it can be to decide. This is one of the limitations of the digital dating world. It can sometimes feel overwhelming. The endless scrolling, swiping, and matching can leave you feeling more disconnected than ever before. It's easy to get lost in the sea of options, unsure of where to focus your attention. So, what are the advantages and limitations of using technology to search for love? On one hand, technology has made it easier than ever to meet people outside of your usual social circles. It has expanded the pool of potential partners, giving you the chance to connect with people you might never have met otherwise. Dating apps allow you to be more intentional about what you're looking for, whether that's a casual date, a deep connection, or something in between. But there are also downsides to this digital approach to love. One of the biggest challenges is the potential for superficiality. When you're swiping through profiles, it's easy to reduce people to a set of images and a short bio. You might find yourself making snap judgments based on appearance alone, missing out on deeper connections that could have been meaningful. Technology can sometimes create a barrier to true intimacy, making it harder to form authentic, lasting relationships. Another limitation is the tendency for online interactions to feel less personal. Texting and chatting through apps lack the nuance and warmth of face-to-face conversations. Misunderstandings can arise more easily, and it can be difficult to build trust and emotional intimacy when you're not physically present with the other person. Technology can facilitate connections, but it's important to remember that love ultimately thrives in the real world, where we can see, hear, and feel each other's presence. In this next segment, let's dive deeper into the human side of love in the 4.0 era. Technology may have changed the way we search for love, but at its core, love remains a deeply human experience. Our emotions, desires, and fears are still very much the same, even if the way we express and pursue them has evolved. I recently spoke with several artists who shared their personal experiences with dating apps and how technology has impacted their relationships. One artist described how, after years of searching for love in traditional ways, they turned to an app to find new connections. What they discovered was not just a partner but a whole new way of seeing love, a way that blended creativity, curiosity, and openness to new possibilities. Another artist shared how they initially resisted the idea of using technology to find love, preferring to meet people the old-fashioned way. But after giving it a try, they realized that dating apps offered a unique opportunity to connect with people who shared their values and passions. While the experience wasn't always perfect, it ultimately led them to a relationship that enriched their life in unexpected ways. These stories highlight the diversity of experiences people have with technology and love. For some, dating apps are a lifeline, offering new possibilities and connections. For others, they are just one tool in the broader search for love. To help us better understand the psychology behind using dating apps, I invited a psychologist to share insights into the minds of young people navigating love in the 4.0 era. They explained that one of the reasons dating apps have become so popular is that they tap into our natural desire for instant gratification. Swiping and matching provide a quick hit of dopamine, making the process feel exciting and rewarding. However, this can also lead to burnout if not managed carefully, as the constant search for validation can become exhausting. Psychologically, young people are drawn to dating apps for their convenience and the sense of control they offer. These platforms allow users to present themselves in the best light, carefully curating their profiles to attract the kind of connections they desire. However, this curation can sometimes create unrealistic expectations, leading to disappointment when reality doesn't match the online persona. As we come to the end of this episode, I want to remind you that love in the 4.0 era is about finding balance. Technology can open doors to new possibilities, but it's important to stay grounded in the real-world connections that truly matter. Love, after all, is a deeply human experience, and no amount of technology can replace the warmth of a genuine connection. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of love in the digital age. I hope this episode has given you some food for thought as you navigate your own journey through love and technology. Remember, you are listening to Podcast for Everyday Life, and I'm Anna. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Until next time, take care of your heart and keep searching for the connections that bring you joy and fulfillment.